Hello everybody, Ian Robson here for another edition of the All-American Farm. Where the heck is that coming from? Oh, that guy over there. Jeez. Anyways, we got a couple things going on today. We got the harvest continuing on this field. I should say started on this field. And this is how it's supposed to work. When you have two combines that are working at peak efficiency, I guess, as opposed to what was happening with the case there. The case is just kind of in the corner of shame, I guess, for the time being. I don't know. Just wasn't working very well, so he's there for the time being. I think what I'll have to do is next time I use that particular combine, I'll have to use a hard worker instead. And that should fix the problem, I would imagine. Anyhow, I'll just grab these eggs before I forget about it. Okay, so what are we going to do today? We are going to do a little bit of baling here. I wonder why that fell off. Weird. Or... strange. It appeared to fall off, but really didn't. We're going to do a bit of baling here, but we need to dry the hay first. And technically this is a really early time, and you probably wouldn't bale this time. The only problem is this is kind of getting close to the end, so in light of that, I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyways, I suppose. But in reality, we probably just would have harvested all night if there was actually rain, if it actually made a difference. Because, you know, in real farming, if things get rain, if you're in a crunch time, I guess, you're harvesting, like this, for example, you would, depending on the size of farm you are and what the weather predictions are like, but apparently we're going to get rain today according to weather. So if that were the case, most likely you would just go ahead and harvest through the night to get it done so you don't get rained on. If you have like a lot of rain predicted, I suppose. Anyhow, let's go ahead and grab a tedder. I'm going to go ahead and grab the in-game one, only because I'm using the new Courseplay, and I don't know how it's going to play with modded ones. And honestly, the in-game one's going to be the biggest one I have anyways, so might as well get that one. Alright, let's buy this guy right here, get them to deliver it, and let's hop into this guy right here. Perfect. I still haven't tried out the new version of this. People keep telling me that there's a new version of the 8400. And apparently it looks better. Textures and whatnot are supposed to be better, but I haven't honestly downloaded it. So I don't know what it's actually like. So eventually I'll do that. I haven't really downloaded too many new mods lately. Let me think here. Actually, it's not true. Most of the mods I've downloaded haven't been for bigger farms. They've been for smaller farms. Just because that's the way it's... just the way it is. That's those ones I found, I guess. So, because of that, I suppose that's the reason why they're all small ones. Just because that's what I happened to find. Anyhow, I was having a bit of problems in the field 11. I thought I fixed the ownership thing, but apparently not for that field specifically. So I think what I'll have to do is I was fiddling with it a little bit and didn't quite get it right. And I think the reason why it wasn't working as well as it was, well, as well as it's supposed to, is primarily because it's a really big field, I think. And perhaps with a really big field, you need to add more points to identify the outline of the field. I don't know. That's just a guess, though. This is the first map I've ever done a lot of modding on, so... Is there lots of grass there again, I suppose? Kind of. So let's go ahead and hop over to this guy. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's get this guy. And let's have him run the course quickly again. You can do it pretty quickly. I'm not too worried about it, but it's funny, the grass grows so quickly. I was going to do this last episode, and then I realized it would look really funny, so... Anyways, we're mowing mown grass already. Jeez. But, in light of getting as much possible... getting as much as we possibly can out of the... out of this field, we're going to go ahead and do it this way. And, yeah, sure, he can mow that fast. I'm not sure. It's called a speed rower, or speed mower, or... You know what it's called. Anyways, because of that, I would imagine that you'd be able to go pretty darn quick, just based on the way it's actually built. We need this guy. And we actually don't need the baler yet, I realize now. Let's grab the windrower over there. And we'll take that around. Well, we got our nice little hand. Doesn't look too bad. I can't see the shoulder the whole time, so it's not nearly as bad as it is with the other John Deere, the 6150 I think we had. That one was terrible for the shoulder, but this one, it is there still, but oh yeah, not nearly as bad, so I can live with it here. Although now I can see my own shoulder, but I just don't want to look that way, I guess. Anyhow, it's funny, today I spent a lot of time watching Dirteber's indie game reviews. He mentioned it in one of his recent updates, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I really should check those out a bit more. I really kind of, if it's the game, if it's the type of game I'm interested in, I'll check it out. But a lot of the games he does are just really random games, and some of them are really cool actually. What the heck is that sound? Is that this tractor? It sounds like a metal screeching sound. Anyways, yeah, it must be this tractor. Anyways, so yeah, I've been watching a few of them, and there's actually a few games in there that look kind of interesting. A couple of the cheap ones actually are the ones that I find the most interesting for whatever reason. There was one game in there where it was pretty, I don't know, how do you describe this game? The game looked very interesting. However, if you were younger, perhaps it wouldn't have been appropriate, just because some of the comedy that was in the game. But in terms of, if you're an adult, it was pretty darn funny. Just some of this, they were like, those types of jokes, I don't know what you'd call them, but they were kind of jokes that you could get, maybe not. Like if you watch The Lion King, for example, there may be jokes in there that an adult would get, but the kids wouldn't. But they're still appropriate for kids. Stuff like that. Well, I think the particular game I'm thinking of probably wasn't really meant for kids in the first place, but it was comical nonetheless. We're gonna have problems here, aren't we? Where's this guy here? This is what happens when you start these guys out. Jeez. Ah, well. Well, the cool thing is, coming up to this particular point, this guy probably was, what the Fent probably did is it came right along the middle, I imagine. Which is pretty cool to see, actually, because Courseplay never used to do that. But now it will do what it can to stay off the course, if possible. Or off the course. Off the crop, if possible, so that's pretty cool. You still run into things, but not nearly as much as you used to, it seems like. Like, they tend to do a lot better pathing around certain things as well, which is really nice, so. Oh, that stupid bounce. Alright, so, let's see if we can't get this to work. I'm going to save the game here. Just in case, because you never know, right? And let's copy... nope. Turbo Farmer, nope. Oh, apparently I have a lot of courses. There we go. This guy right here. And I don't imagine this will be a problem, but you never know. So because of that, oops, I didn't copy that course. So because of that, I am just taking precautions and saving the game ahead of time. So let's see. Moment of truth. Whew. We're good. I figured that's one of the other reasons why I got the in-game one, just because by getting the in-game one, you're pretty much guaranteed not to have any kind of foul-ups in terms of stuff in relation to Courseplay or anything like that. Is this guy set an offset or something? No. Just the way he started. Also, I've discovered a lot of mods in relation to tedding and stuff like that. They actually don't ted the grass as well as the in-game ones. Like with the one I'm using on the Iron Horse farm, it doesn't ted grass nearly as well as this one does, which is interesting. I'm not sure why that is the case, but it definitely is obvious that it doesn't ted it nearly as well, because you can see spots in the grass where it needs to be tedded still, which isn't, the worst thing in the world, but it's annoying still. One of the really nice things I've discovered with Courseplay, the new version of it, is that as it gets close to the end, right, of the windrow here, or in this case the windrow, as it gets close to the end of its pass, it will actually slow down to make sure it gets all of it, which is really cool, I discovered. So you remember before it would leave like a little gap at the end right there every single time? Well, with the new Courseplay, it doesn't do that nearly as much just because the way it goes about things now. Let's just slow this guy down so he doesn't catch up. Just slow enough. Yeah, but it's really cool. I'll show you here in a second as he gets closer to this low part here. He will slow down as he gets to the end, and I think it's the coolest thing ever because so many times you'd have like a little spot at the end where you'd run into problems. So it's funny. My girlfriend bought this. Okay, here he goes. See how he slows down there to make sure he gets all of it before he would just like gun it to the end. But how cool is that? I really like that feature. Anyways, my girlfriend got this. It's like pink lemonade tea. It's really random. But she made some of it earlier on today. I'm just having some more now. But it definitely tastes like pink lemonade. It's just very odd if you're used to regular pink lemonade, I suppose. Alright, this guy's chilling out here. This guy is also chilling out. We can probably start this guy up. Copy course. What do we got here? Yes, this is the one we want to copy. Actually, no, it's not. Now I think about it. Let's grab the... I think this is field 6. Here it is. Field... Did I not? There we go. Field 6. Let's set it to field work. And I have no idea how wide this thing is. It does. It's interesting though, the way it calculates the working width is based on when it's fully out. Like right now, I calculate it as 4.5, and now it should register as a lot bigger. Huh! Thought that's kind of interesting. Okay, so we want him to start in the northwest corner, heading east, and we want him to do a headland. After. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's the way you do it after. That and then that. Yes. Okay, so let's generate that course, and we will call that, I don't know, F6 rake 13 meters, I guess. Maybe I already have a raking course, and I just told him that another one. I probably do. Yeah. There's one right there. Oh, okay, let's delete that one I just made then. That's funny. Might as well use the one we already made, because it is probably set up perfectly fine already. All right, how's everybody doing down the end there? Good. Can I start this guy? I think so. Again, because we're using this is in-game and that's in-game over there. I wasn't expecting any problems, but just in case we do, saving the game. It's particularly because it's a developer version of Courseplay. That's the reason why I'm being perhaps more careful than I would normally be. So, better safe than sorry. Alright. How fast is this guy going? Let's drop him down to 15. Just so he absolutely does not catch up to any of the other two guys. It's funny, that guy's going 24, this guy's going 20, this guy's going 15. We want to make sure we get everything raked up, and we'll have to go back and grab the baler in a second here, but someone said this last time I did a little bit of baling. They were saying I should dry it first. And let me just show you how much, the reason why I'm doing this is because look how much of the grass we've actually used. I used all of the small grass bales to feed our cows here. So you notice how the cows have 4 days worth? That's the reason why. I just went through so much, it's ridiculous. And with this New Holland front loader, it actually was pretty easy, especially with that right there. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. That's weird. With that attachment, it was super easy to do, which is really nice. We still have a whole bunch of straw, but not too worried about that. So yeah, that's how it's supposed to work, without the overlap, basically. So, I was kind of sneaky. I managed to get away from the guys. But you can set it up a couple different ways. I've set it up so see how he turned there and he's following along in the back here? I think that's kind of interesting. they try to stay off the crop. Doesn't always work 100% of the time, but they at least try. So I have it set up so it's doing not pathfinding, symmetrical lane changes. So this guy's going to go to the left of that guy, and that guy's going to go to the left of that lane, or that pass, I suppose. It works out really well, or it seems to have so far. The problem is they've caught up to each other now, and because of that, we have the problem we just had there. Alright. I'll have to set this guy up, I suppose, again. There we go. Well, let's just get out of his way, just in case. How are these guys doing back over here? Not too bad. It's crazy how many tractors you can have doing. I suppose that if you had a big operation, you'd probably do something like this. Something. I know one lonely farmer. I watched a couple of his videos a while back. I guess it was a while back now. I haven't seen any of his newer ones yet. But he was talking about the type of rake he uses, and he uses what he calls I think it was a wheel rake. So instead of it being like this style, it was like a vertical wheel instead of I don't know what this one would be called, but he was using like a vertical one, and apparently there's less maintenance or something. I don't know. I thought it was kind of a cool little thing he was talking about there. You know, I don't know. Those are the types of things you wonder about as a well, I'm a non-farmer, I guess, but it's always curious to see what people use and the reasons why people use those particular items. As you can see, it's still not perfect, but Courseplay is getting better. That's for sure. Alright, so let's turn this guy around here. Get him on the right track here. Excellent. There we go. That should be good. I don't think he'll do anything. There we go. That should be okay now. We'll see in a second here. I don't know what he wants to do there, but he wants to do something. There we go. Let's get out of his way. Jeez. Everybody's in the way. I don't know why this combine wants to do this, but he wants to get in someone's way. He's probably going to follow the same path as this guy. Just watch. Yep. Alright. I don't know why he wants to follow the same path, but he definitely does. Let's go ahead and... Where is it here? Nope, that was the right one. Show all of his own. So yeah, he's supposed to be on this path right here. That gives you a really good idea of what it looks like. And this is his course. He's supposed to be on the left side. Is that guy? I don't know. Maybe that guy's screwed up. I don't suspect, but... Oh, they are left. Oops. Yeah, they are both on the left. I was wondering, I'm like, why is that? That looks so strange. Alright, well, we'll put him back on the other side, and that will make more sense now. Jeez. I was like, why does he want to go exactly where the other guy is going? That's the reason why. Alright. So here's the actual pathway right here. And the way you set it up is you set it up like a normal course, basically. The only difference is you set it up for a 24-meter course. In this case, 24 meters at least. Because it is... it's basically you put two combine headers together, and then you just do it that way. That's how it works, at least, so... It's pretty cool. I don't know. I think it is, at least. Awesome. Is that speeder almost done there? Almost. He's going to give me the old... I need to stop and get fuel. There's no fuel over here, is there? Nope. Alright, let's drive the truck over here. So this is the reason why I wanted this truck initially, because it does have the fuel tank on it. It's been invaluable. Some people might say get a mobile fuel tank, but in this circumstance, this seems to work a lot better because I don't have to refill the tank all the time, which is a nice added feature, but it does come straight into your bank account, so one way or another, you're going to be paying for it. Just depends on whether you pay for it at the pump, so to speak, or if you pay for it when you fill your mobile fuel tank. Whatever works, right? Alright, oh, is he done? No. Alright, so let's go drive up behind this guy right here. Yeah, the problem with the fuel, it's kind of bugging me. I think the reason why is because it just needs to be adjusted again, but I'm not sure how because I'm not an expert. I don't know if I can get close enough to him so he actually stops. Should be able to. Apparently not. Whoops. Well, I guess that'll work, I guess. Oh, well. Sweet. Such a big operation now, it's crazy. I don't even know what episode we're on anymore, but when I think about how far we've gotten on this Let's Play, on this series, I should say, in terms of how far we've gotten in terms of how many episodes we have, like, it's crazy. Now, that is primarily because we are rocking, it's on easy, not hard, you know, so that does play into it a little bit, right? I suppose it would, at least. Excellent, look at this. That's the one thing that always throws me off. When I don't know what I press, but I must press something. Maybe it's control or something, but every single time I hit a button, it will always scooch me over to, like, the other seat there. Why is it doing that? Why is it listening to me? That's strange. Normally when it's running on Courseplay, you can't hit any button and it won't do, well, it won't do anything normally, but apparently not in this case. In this case, it actually wanted to listen to me and actually fold it up for whatever reason, which is kind of weird, but anyhow. Still haven't gotten around to recording Minecraft yet, so by the time this goes live, I don't know. Hopefully I will have it recorded. But as of right now, I have not started yet. But I hope people enjoy the series. Not sure how it's going to work out because it's my first time. Because here's a couple possible options. Let's say I don't enjoy doing it, then I just won't do it. Because if I don't enjoy doing that type of Let's Play, I suppose, I don't think it'll be very interesting. It'll be a lot of, I don't know, probably a lot of, like, me not saying anything, I suppose, or fewer episodes, I don't know. One of the two. In any case, I should say, wow. In any case, we'll try it out and see how it goes. If it goes well, maybe we'll continue. If it doesn't go well, then that'll be, we'll adjust accordingly. Let's move that Ford out of the middle of the field here. Thought I left a bale of straw there, or hay or something. Just by the way it looked. I guess we can sell the eggs while we're right here anyways. We got 322 eggs. Might as well sell them while we're here. Alright, so we have 1,262,000. 4 grand. Nice. That's pretty darn good. I actually was concerned that the combines would get stuck on this road. For whatever reason, they kept getting stuck on the road, and it was really quite annoying. But they seem to be okay for the time being. Like, what would happen is they would back up on here and then get stuck right here in the middle. This is something that Multi-Mike123 noticed when he did his map showcase of this. He was driving around and he randomly saw the milk truck doing circles. I don't know if you guys have seen this, if you've played in the map or not. But this is what happens when you drink too much milk, apparently. It goes in circles. I don't know why it goes in circles right there. I would have to check the actual pathing of that. I don't know how to fix that. Well, I probably could figure it out, but it made me laugh, so I kind of left it in. The milk still gets sold, so that's fine. But it definitely does do circles right there. That's definitely something that Multi-Mike123 Mikey, I should say, pointed out, and I thought it was hilarious. Anyhow. Looks like we have a bit of a traffic jam over here, as usual. So one of the things they mention is that if you're putting more than one anything on the same course, you should stagger them a little bit. These guys were staggered originally, but now they're not, as you can see. So because they're not staggered anymore, they're definitely running into each other, which is slightly annoying, but c'est la vie, I suppose. So yeah, that guy's doing, he's like swerving around. So he was turning in here, and he's like, I want to try and get to this combine. So now he's realized there's a combine there, and he's, see how he just did that little turn at there? So he's turning away from the combine now. That's what I'm talking about, how they changed the pathing a little bit. He's still going to hit him, but they're working on it. It's a work in progress. Alright, that's Speed Rowers on the last pass there. Huh. Apparently it's going to windrow all of the dried grass. That's funny. Well, I guess that makes sense. Call it an auto swather, I guess. Yeah, these guys are going to be done real soon. Sweet. Alright, so what I'll do is, off camera, I will finish harvesting this field. It's not much left of it now. And I'll finish raking all of this over here. But I will bale on camera next episode, I think. And that will be baling dry hay this time, not wet hay. As someone pointed out, we should have wrapped it, but obviously we didn't last time. But this time we don't need to because it's dry hay. Anyways, that's it for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, coming at you from the All-American Farm. Catch you guys later.